Aware of this fact through my 80-year-old auntie. I bought her a blanket 10 years ago, which she is still using today. Whenever I visit her, she never forgets to thank me for the blanket. She would refer to the blanket as firewood. She would say, "I am still burning the firewood you gave me." I have noticed that a lot of old people, mostly over 70 years old, are unable to take care of themselves, especially in collecting firewood to burn to keep warm from the cold nights. How can I repay the Lord for all His goodness to me? I hope that by meeting this particular need of our old people, it can be one small act of repaying the Lord for all His goodness to us. House of Blanket supplies blankets to the neglected old people in the villages and communities in Chuave, Chimbu Province. This experience opened my eyes to see the real need of the old people in our communities, especially the neglected ones. Their greatest need is blanket. They sometimes go to sleep without food. I figured that on such times they simply get under the blanket to keep warm, fall asleep, and forget about being hungry. Okay, sorry, I'm blind. She's unable to see. Giving a blanket away to an old man or old woman and them receiving it with thanks sometimes, or they are so excited or they are so emotional about it. In most cases, they're very emotional. And they would tell me that they've never had a blanket in their lives. So that blanket will make a lot of difference in their life. House of Blanket is an avenue created to search and identify the neglected old people and to give them blankets. We hope that people who sympathize with our work will see this need and sponsor a blanket for an old person. A blanket costs roughly 60 kina or $20 US. We will deliver the blanket to a needy old man or woman and provide the data of your sponsorship. Note that one blanket given to a needy old man or woman is sufficient. The blanket will be this person's prized possession.
I decided to sponsor blankets for the old people when I saw the reactions of them receiving the first issue. And they showed their appreciation. Some cried, some didn't believe they were receiving it, some said everything that they have to say about their family members not looking after them, they're cold in the nights, and they didn't know that people out there who cares for people like them to be warm in the night. And when I saw that, they cried, joy or showing the appreciation of receiving a blanket, and all that made me say, I can provide some. I can be a sponsor So that's what prompted me to sponsor the next issue. I have taken the money out of my wage, about 1,000 kina, which is equivalent to about $300 US. And I sponsored about 20 blankets for 20 old people in the mountains of Chuave in the Chimbu Province.
This is another one of House of Blanket Ministries trip to give away blanket. We are on our way to Siane. Siane is in Chuave district of Chimbu, Papua New Guinea. At the back of me is the valley leading to where we are going to visit some old people where we'll give out the blankets. So we are now driving through this valley. My desire is to bring happiness and warmth into their lives. These old people have very little or no support from their relatives. My vision is to supply blankets to every needy old people in the rural villages who have no blankets. Thank you. He's blind. Am I pass? I'm not look. I'm blow you. All the night you sleep by feeling hot now you sleep. Me give you blanket by you karma him long blood time through. And Mosana mix him blanket come na me give him you now. Now I'm time blue look see one plan now. By you karma him na you by sleep. I'm blow you look karma him all get a night na you by sleep.
Thank you.
Blanket me give you and also me brook fire blow you.
Thank you on ceremony to come. Lo inno like lo itula inno tintim lo itula. So kori ki me sembla way enough can help him or tarangolan or malmeri. O semna you rusun Chuave na rusun Maria bro na rusun ke samni bro you long pate kam atu bro kam gim o samdi lo mit pera na like compare ko thank you God na bian me thank you na batu kam back lo you tura.
To this day, as I speak, I feel more satisfied because I've done something good for the people, and I mean for the 20 people that I've issued the blankets to. And if you see, look at these thoughts, and if you see what I'm saying, if you're in the same situation as I am, you will get satisfaction out of it because you're helping someone who really needed your support or needed your help.
To sustain the House of Blanket. House of Blanket is an avenue created to search and identify the neglected old people and to give blankets to them. House of Blanket does not have any financial backup or nor does it have any financial activity for its sustainability. We hope that people who sympathize with our work will see this need and sponsor a blanket for an old person. A blanket costs roughly 60 kina or $20 US. We will deliver the blanket to a needy old man or woman and provide the data of your sponsorship. Note that one blanket given to a needy old man or woman is sufficient. The blanket will be his prized possession. Remember that this old man or woman will take his or her last breath inside your blanket. The only time these old people will be separated from their blanket is when they die. They will remember you, their sponsor, in their prayers every night when they get under the blanket to sleep. Thank you and God bless you.